FCSN Center, a dream come true! Yay!
We want to extend our service and program to the family in the South Bay area. So actually FCSN provide a local program and service, but we are not position ourselves as service provider. We position FCSN as a service platform for the children, for the family with the special needs. Our mission from the first day is to help children, individuals with the special needs and their family to find love, hope, respect, and support through the integrated community integration. So that's the reason we think once we have a center in here, that will be great. That will be very important to get our family around here together so we can create a good community to help our kids to participate and to integrate it. So they can serve the community, they can work in the community. That's becoming their community. Thank you.
FCSN, dream come true.
FCSN Center, a dream come true.
FCSN dream come true.
FCSN dream come true.
FCSN, dreams come true.
FCSN Center, dream come true.
FCSN Center dream come true.
FCSN, dream come true. FCSN, dream come true. FCSN, dream come true.
FCSN, dream come true.
FCSN Center dream come true.
FCSN, dream come true.
Congratulations to all the family and the children.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is first class. I'm very proud.
FCSN Center,
Dream
come true. FCSN Center, dream come true. FCSN Center, dream come true. FCSN Center, a dream come true.
FCSN Center, a dream come true.
FCSN Center, a dream come true.
FCSN Center, a dream come true.
FCSN Center a dream come true. Yay!
FCSN Center, a dream come true. FCSN Center, a dream come true. Hey! Oh, there you are.
Was right on your side. You're looking the other way.
Side come around.
Three. All right. FCSN.
I want to welcome you to FCSN South Bay Grand Opening. This is a very big day for us. This is another milestone for FCSN that since we have achieved since we established in 1996. We are very blessed to have every one of you come to celebrate this big day with us. And further ado, I want to introduce FCSN Board Director. This is the chair, Dr. Chen Ming-Hu. He's here to welcome everyone. So, Dr. Chen Ming-Hu.
Thank you. So glad you are here today. This morning, it rained a little bit, both in South Bay as well in the East Bay. First, I was a little worried, and also I was very glad. I'm glad because, from the beginning of civilization, rain brings life.
Yes.
And you are the life of FCSN, and I'm going to say more about that. We're very glad we have the good omen that the blessing FCSN has enjoyed from its large community of supporters and friends and parents will continue. First, allow me to introduce myself. I am the current chairman of FCSN. My name is Chen Ming-Hu. My day job is professor of electrical engineering at the University of California, Berkeley. My wife, Margaret, and I have a son who is one of the first client of FCSN's ADP program and the supported living service programs. I have been a board member for 8 years, and last year I was elected the chairman. My claim to fame is that last year my family, including our sons, were invited to the White House, and President Obama gave me the National Medal of Technology and Innovation. But I'm even more proud, truly, of what the parents, including us, have been able to do at FCSN. Just to give you a little refresher, in 1996, the idea of FCSN was only a gleam in the eyes of some families. 10 families started this organization and took really vision to visualize what it could be. They called it the Dream Project. So we participated with other 20 families to purchase the property that is now the East Bay FCSN Center in Fremont. If you have not seen it, I invite you to come and visit the East Bay Center. Now, as everything else, 10 years later, you do something again, we can do a little better. So here we now have the pleasure of having you celebrate with us the results of your support, the opening of the South Bay Center. Yay. I use the rain as a metaphor for support. Indeed, support comes in many forms. The volunteers, the vision of the parents, and inspiration we receive from our children are truly instrumental. But it's also true, it takes money to make the world go around. And fortunately, we have been blessed in that area too. So today, I want to particularly acknowledge some of the donors. What you see here is a new building, and many of the rooms have room naming donors. I want to read their names for you. So they are Li Junluo, Xiaoling Liao, Li Minghu, LSNRT Huang Foundation, Hector and Ying Guy, Michael and Jenny Ling, Dr. Tony Maggie Chen, Nong Lilian Hua Kwa. Some of you are here today. Would you please stand up and be applauded? This building has had a long time in coming. I think it's fair to say, even 10 years ago, there was some thinking that we have to bring the service to the South Bay someday. And the property was purchased 4 years ago, and using funds that we have been raising for all these years for the purpose. So I want to acknowledge the large cumulative repeated donors. On top of the list is the Peralta Dream LLC. This is the 20-some families that purchased the East Bay land. And then we have many individual and business and foundation donors. I will particularly highlight the ones that I know are present here, and I'm going to ask anyone not present here to raise your hand later. BizLink Technology, represented particularly by Liang and Yingru. Yes, thank you. James and Ling Mei Chao. Channing and Margaret Hu. Li Ming Hu. Mission Peak Homes. Albert and Anna Wang. Anyone I have missed on this list? All right. Thank you very much, and we'll applaud for those donors who are not here today. Next slide. I want to acknowledge other donors, and of the ones here, I'm aware that the following are present. Sandy and Ruth Chow. Sandy, yay. Yu Sen and Chai Liao. Thank you. Mingwell, USA. Thank you. Stanley and Hebe Wu. Deborah and Henry Powell. Ying Wan. Ying is also our current president. He will say a few words later. John and Linda Yan. Did I miss anyone on this list? All right, we'll applaud those that are not present today. The board of FCSN, I can assure you, are dedicated to doing two things. We're going to uphold the unique value and the mission of building a community of love, hope, and respect for children and adults with special needs. The other thing is we're going to build a sustainable financial foundation for the organization to continue to serve these clients. And I hope we will win, we will continue to earn and deserve your support. Your support is the ring of our life. Please keep it coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hu. I think FCSN started in 1996 with 10 families, and with little support, but 21 years later, we are able to open another center. And I think because of all the support from the community, all of you, and our parents, and of course our staff and our students. So I want to introduce Dr. Albert Wen. He's going to do some presentation too. He's another key member for FCSN.
Thank you, Sylvia. I want to say something about Sylvia, because without Sylvia, this would not have been possible. you know, we build hardwares, we raise money, we build buildings, but as you know, a computer without software doesn't work. Software is the key, and Sylvia is our software leader. She runs the program here, keep everybody on track and make sure nobody gets out of line, or else the wrath of Sylvia shall. Thank you. So I have the duty of introducing our very special guest, and of course all of you are very special guests to us as well. But there are specifically some people, elected officials, etc., that I want to recognize here. Most of this is alphabetical order, so not by order of importance or positions or whatever, okay? If I missed you, come get me later, you can hit me whatever you want. So some of these are friends of mine who are past officials. Sue Chen, where's Sue? Sue is the former city council member of Fremont, a very good friend of mine for a very long time. We have Cynthia Chang here, a trustee of the Los Gatos, Saratoga School District. Cynthia, say hi. We have Liang Fang Chao, the trustee of the Cupertino Union School District, a new friend. I've sympathized with her with all the trouble that district has recently had, all the protests they have seen at their board meetings. And Marianne Duan, Deputy Superintendent of Santa Clara County Board of Education, Office of Education. Thank you. Lynette Lee Ng, City Council Member of Los Altos. Los Altos. Is Los Altos a city or town? City. It's a city. Okay. And we have, a very good, an old friend of mine, Jose Aceves, former mayor of the city of Milpitas. Jose has the distinction of attending just about every single FCSN event for the last 20 years or so.
Not just your events.
Every event, everywhere.
Every event, everywhere.
Okay. And it makes me feel not so special. We have Mr. David Grady, Regional Manager of State Council on Developmental Disabilities. And we have Mimi Kwong, Vice President ABC7. Where's Mimi? I did not see Mimi here earlier. Oh, okay. Well, Matt is here. Where's Matt?
Matt has to run out.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, our ABC representatives. And Director General Joseph Mott of the Taipei Economic Culture Office in San Francisco. And Grace Ma, another good friend of mine for a long time, school board member, Santa Clara County Office of Education. Thank you, Grace. Lily May, my local mayor, the mayor of Fremont, newly elected mayor of Fremont. And we have Chris Moynihan, district director for Congressman Ro Khanna, another newly elected member. And Congressman Khanna sends his request to ceases in DC, trying to deal with budgets and tax cuts and healthcare and wars and all those sort of things. And Santi, I did not see Santi. Is Santi here? No. Santi's not here. Okay.
David Grady is here.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay, representing Santi. We have Chelsea Seagraves, field representative for Assemblyman Ashkara. And Yan Shao, I did not see Yan Shao here. Not here yet. He's coming. School board member for my local school district. Nancy Sullivan, Director of Education, Special Services, Fremont Union High School District. No, not here yet. Sabrina Tavera, representative for Assembly Member Kansen Chu. Oh, okay. Of course, Daisy. But Daisy gets to talk later. Everybody knows Daisy. Needs no introduction. And Ellen Wheeler, trustee of Mountain View Wisman School District. Thank you for coming. And Myra Wu, the director of the San Francisco Bay Area Taiwanese Chinese American Culture Center. She was here. Where did she? She had to leave? Oh, okay, sorry. And my boss, Cece and Regina Ian of Papa. Where is Cece? Oh, Cece is here. And I should say my mentor and boss. Not real boss, but he's the one who drives me crazy every day. My real job is easy compared to what he tells me to do. Javier Zaldivar, our bread and butter, Executive Director, San Andrea Regional Center. Where do we go? Javier, where's Javier? Oh, stand up, stand up. That's great. Okay, next, Oh yeah, Steve, of course. Steve, I've my friend forever, former City Council member, Vice Mayor of Fremont. He's been on the FCSN board for some time. His wife, who retired now from a company who supported one of the listed companies here, who brought a lot of support to FCSN. Next, we have some commendations for elected officials, and if you could please come up and present that and say something about FCSN. We start with Mayor May.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today, and I'm so happy to be here. We're so fortunate in Fremont to have been blessed with the organization Friends of Children with Special Needs and their center. It has allowed us to do so much in terms of outreach and partnership with so many members of our communities and with the families. And we're very grateful now to see today how this has blossomed and now is spreading to South San Jose, and that they'll be able to continue the wonderful offerings of programs and services, not just for the students and family, but also for their families and community as a whole. And this is what makes this organization so special, is how they've turned their circumstances and made it into such a blessing and such a great outreach. I look at Dream Achievers, and I've seen a lot of their students, and Lawrence and a lot of the students since they were young students in our school district, and how they've been able to share their talents and music and joy, and today with the percussion and their recently talent show. It just shows to us what you can do if you dream and believe together. And so I really wanted to share today just a welcome and congratulations on behalf of the City Council of Fremont to recognize and congratulate you on the grand opening of your South Bay Dream Center and extending our best wishes for your continued success for many years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. I should call her Mayor May. Huh? She's now like, I'm so used to her being my friend Lily.
I like being your friend.
Thank you. Next we have Chris Wineland for representing Congressman Ro Khanna.
Yes, and since I'm not an elected official anymore, you can call me by my first name. So, first of all, look at the great piece of the ribbon I got. I got opening. It's really definitely going to keep that. So I want to mention two emotions, one from the congressman, one from me. I know the emotion, when I've talked about this stuff with the congressman, is pride to represent a community like this that creates places like this, that looks out for its people who need help and steps up and helps them. You can imagine how inspiring it is for him to represent all of you in Congress. And so I know he's very proud of the Fremont location as well as this location. And now for me. When I was in 5th grade, you could sign up for instrument education. There was a married couple. They were about 100 years old, Mr. and Mrs. Lockwood, and between them, they knew every instrument there was. And I came home and I said, "Mom, I want to learn how to play the drums." And she said, "No." So every time I see people having fun playing percussion, I'm very jealous. The percussion team did a great job out there. It was really great. So, of course, I have a certificate from the congressman that we'd be happy to present to you. Chair, you want to? Congratulating you on the opening of the South Bay Center. FCSN, here you go. I'm supposed to be looking at someone? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for, please relay our appreciation to Congressman Khanna. I almost say Honda. That's right, we're all friends now. I can attest to that. They're friends now. Next we have Chelsea Seagraves for Assemblyman Ashkara. Used to be City Councilman here, although not representing this district, right? He was like further south. So.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I just wanted to quickly say I was actually fortunate enough to work with FCSN while I was working at the city. So I'm very excited to have you at this new location and to continue this partnership and working with you in my new role while working for Assemblymember Ashkara. So I also have a certificate. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of these. So let me just quickly read it for you. So, a certificate of recognition presented to Friends of Children with Special Needs, South Bay Center's grand opening celebration. Congratulations on your new business location in the South Bay. The community is lucky to have you, and we thank you for continuing to offer programs for special needs adults, children, and their families. You have already built a strong special needs community, and we are excited you are now able to offer your services locally. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Now we have a close friend of mine forever, going back to, I think, about 1991, we first met at their restaurant in where now stands Santana Row, formerly Town and Country. I forgot the name of the restaurant, Ocean Harbor Restaurant. Daisy, representing her husband Kenson, is with us today. And she is another one who has attended just about every FCSN event ever since we began. Please.
Thank you very much. It is indeed a tremendous personal privilege to be included in this celebration. Good afternoon, Chairman Dr. Hu, and Taipei Economic Culture Office, Director General Joseph Ma, all elected officials, distinguished guests. On behalf of my husband, Kenson Chu, who's the State Assembly member, I'd like to extend congratulations to the FCSN South Bay Center grand opening. Kenson and I have involved with the FCSN since the very beginning, so we have witnessed the center has been growing, and we've witnessed all the board members, their effort, their time, their dedication, their commitment, their dedication, and most importantly, their leadership, their extraordinary leadership, leading this center to the state. And in the beginning, FCSN has a few people and to hundreds of people now. And with one program, single program to multiple programs today, from one location to several locations and beautiful locations like this. And Kenson senses regret that he cannot be here in person to celebrate with us. I will tell him he missed a lot. But in the same token, he sends his best wishes to the success of this grand opening. And FCSN has come a long way. And of course, many times Kenson and I will say that Friends of Children with Special Needs, the name should be changed to Friends of Children with a Special Talent. Agree? Now, all the people with such a talent, and they're all angels. With that, I'd like to present the proclamation from Kenson.
Sure. Dr. Hu, come on. Thank you, Daisy. And Daisy brought her wonderful granddaughter here. How beautiful.
Sleeping angel.
A sleeping angel, bored of these adult activities. Daisy's very proud of it. She's been carrying her forever. So last certainly not least is Miss Jerry Wang of Chaim Circle. Chaim Circle was the one who funded our work program here that started in the South Bay Center and now has flourished and gone to different parts of the Bay Area and trained multiple young adults to work, as well as their how to deal with the life, I guess. So Jerry, you want to say a few words?
I don't have a proclamation, but we have our best wishes, and we are so pleased that you're coming to the South Bay. I'd like to introduce the president of Chaim Circle. She was the one that instigated a brand new scholarship program that I'd like to have her tell us about because it involves FCSN.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. Jerry was one of the founders, or it's the founder of Chaim Circle. Chaim Circle was only 50 years old, and she did it when she was
5 years old.
Okay, well, we're very proud of being here because we're not dignitaries. Unfortunately, we don't have a proclamation because we're not elected officials. But I do want to say something to Councilman Ng here to congratulate her. And this is the second Ng on the Los Altos Council. So my husband was one of the people. But anyway, I wanted to let you know that it's a city. And Los Altos is the town. It's the town, and Los Altos is the city. But because of the influence of Friends of Children with Special Needs, about 9 years ago, we honored you, and you were very nice to accept our honor. And from that, the fancy show, we were able to raise funds to actually contribute to your cause. And because of your influence, we've 40 years. We have been 40 years giving scholarships to high school seniors. And this year, we have our outreach program, which is going to be giving scholarships to ASD or friends of or special needs children. And this is our first year that we're doing this. It's going to be an outreach program to high school seniors. So because of FCSN, we owe it all to you to influence us to do something that's over and above whatever we have been doing. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jerry. You might recognize Jerry as the auctioneer when we did our gala the last 2 years. She's helped us raise, I think, somewhere in the range of $400,000 in those 2 episodes. One story I got to tell about Chaim Circle, though, now that I remember, I went to high school in Sunnyvale, Peterson High School. There was a Chinese American organization that offered a scholarship I applied for, and they didn't give it to me.
Now you can apply for the special needs.
That's right. Now I have to apply for another one. I will be remiss if I did not introduce somebody really, really important to FCSN. That's Zhong Xiulan. Where is Shou Chen? She was back there. Where did she go? Shou. Oh, she must have stepped out. She was the special ed teacher that brought the families together that started FCSN. Oh, okay. So without Shou, there would be no FCSN today, probably. So let's give her a big round of applause, and I'm sure she's very proud of what we've done in the 20 years. So, okay, so we have the speech comes later, right? Go ahead.
All right, thank you. I think we thank so many people, but I also want to thank FCSN staff, and they put everything together. So South Bay staff, thank you so much. Our admin team, I have very loud voice. So our admin team, they really help everything on that. And I think we have a lot of South Bay parents here. I want to thank you, especially Inga. Really thank you for trusting us, put your kids at our programs. We have children program, adult program. We want to thank all the parents who trust us to do that. And another one, we have a lot of SARC, San Andreas Regional Center executive, and also their service coordinator. Thank you so much for your trust in us and for us to provide services on that. So, like I said before, FCSN started in 1996 with 10 families. In this 21 years, which is 1/5 of the century, that we have established many programs and the service of family with special needs. I want to introduce our president, Ying Wang. He's going to tell you what we have done and so what we're going to do in the future. So here comes Mr. Wang.
Before I give the presentation, I think we have a short video to introduce our construction job. And in the meantime, we also will appreciate all the team members to help us to make this come true. Right? Lucky because we have a group of team, a group of people. They devote their time. They work very hard. So we would like to take this time to appreciate them. The first day, I would like to introduce a key person, Jim Chow. Jim and Lin Mei. As you know, Lin Mei is one of two. They started FCSN in 1996. So Jim will introduce the team member and what they're have been doing in the construction. Okay.
Thank you, Ian. As you know, this project is very complicated, and it's really fortunate that we put together many teams to do different phases. Okay, we started this project maybe talking about it 10 years ago, but it's only 3-4 years ago we started a search for a site. So in the site search committee, we have Albert, Anna, Sylvia, Lin Mei, Stanley, Chardin, and myself. And then finally in 2014, we found this site and we acquired it. Okay, after we acquired this site, next phase is design. Okay, in terms of the layout, in terms of working with the architect, so we put together another team. In this team, we have Albert, Anna, Sylvia, Lilian, Lin Mei, Sherry, Manchin, Chardin, Mandy, Rosanna, and myself. I would like all the search committee and also the design team, please stand up. Thank you. Next. Okay, we also have our wonderful staff and the managers who are helping this project. We have Sylvia, Executive Business Director, and Lilian, our CFO, and also the admin teams. I mean, they've done a wonderful job. You know, besides their work, they have to spend some of their free time to work on this project. So let's give them another round of applause. Okay, we also have many wonderful volunteers who are involved in this project, especially during the construction phase. I want to introduce each one of them, and after I introduce you, please come up to the front. First, Albert Wang, who is the project lead. Let me just say, Albert was also the lead for our dream project in Fremont. Next, we have also, because we are working on this construction project, we really need someone with experience in the development. So we have Stanley Wu and Jeff Wu. Would you come up, please? Stanley is a developer from a Silver State Development Corporation. So their expertise really helped in this project. Okay, we also have someone who has a lot of experience in management project. Someone who has helped in managing a much bigger project in the Asian Art Museum renovation in San Francisco. He's David Tu, founder of DCL Logistics. Of course, you know, we can do all the design, but we also need someone who do the interior design. Someone has to decide what type of floor, what kind of material, what color of the paint, down to the last details. And in this case, we are fortunate to have Mandy Chen, the principal designer of MGI Interior Design. Okay, and Ian, I think Ian is going to present the award for our volunteers.
following, I'm going to give a very short introduction regarding what we plan to do, what we have been doing, and what we plan to do in the South Bay. Okay, so actually, just you had know FCSN founded in 1996, start from the 10 families. So founding family had nothing but a belief, because they want to create a better tomorrow for their children with a special need and their family. It's just a very simple thought. Okay, so as you know, FCSN parents always dare to dream. So in 2006, we built the first dream center in Fremont with all the community support. Then we start provide a service, provide a local program, and also we provide a vandalized adult program. So after 10 years, we patent after a dream center in Fremont. South Bay Center is our second project, is second center we built. In order to, we can provide, extend our service to the family in South Bay. So we really appreciate all the parents, or the helper to help us to start. We can build this foundation, then we can provide a service to our family. FCSN mission from the first day to now is to help children and individuals with special needs and their family to find the love, hope, respect, and support through the integrated community. I think that's the mission from the first day to now, and we believe that's also the direction we are going to move on. Okay. As you know, FCSN, we so-called as a village of support. Right? So we provide a program, we provide a service. So a lot of people coming to ask, hey, FCSN, what is your position? All right. So we clear to know we are not the service provider, but we position FCSN as a service platform. What does it mean, service platform? That's because all the program is developed and lead by our parent. When the parent see the gap of the service as their children growing up and new family coming, so they discuss, they come out a program to meet their needs. So by different stage, they identify the needs, they group the people, they start a program. So FCSN, just like a platform we are using today, we give the support. So we encourage the parents, they can participate to help themselves, in the meantime to help others. So we will remain true to our model of family involvement and leadership. So you can see by the different age, the parents very creative. They know what their kids need. So definitely, I think for us, we will keep continuing to involve more new family in the South Bay, especially for the younger family, to get involved FCSN. And the second part is also very important for us, because we know we want have our kids can living independently. So we're gonna give the training for them living independently. and also one that can serve and work to find more opportunity to serve and work in the community so that they can get involved in the community at large. And of course, we also think about what the future gonna be. So by different age, and definitely we also think about something when they becoming a senior, right? I think that's all the idea. That's all idea come from the parents. They work with the staff and work with the volunteer. Then create a program to serve our family. So today, FCSN is a big family. So we really thank for all of our members, our staff, volunteer, and supporter like you. Without your numerous support, contribution, and the generous support, we won't stand here today. So that's our lovely staff and board member. So I'm really appreciate. Thank you again for your coming, for the support you having given to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian. Before I came to FCSN, I actually worked for San Andreas Regional Center. I was at San Andreas for 8 years. And it was as a funding resource, and at the time I didn't appreciate special needs that much. Although I work for them, I find resources for them. But after coming to FCSN for 11 years, I really changed my mind. I really think it's not what we have done for them. Actually, I learned so much from the special needs. They really taught me every day, welcoming. I really like walking on the red carpet every day. Hi, Sylvia, good morning. Oh, you do beautiful. Say more things than my daughter say to me. And I'm serious, they are so nice. And I really think the special needs taught me, or taught many of our staff, to enjoy every moment of your life. Cherish each other. They never hate each other. They are mad at you one moment, next moment, they're hugging each other. And live happily. And I hope that this is, God made them one of us, and that we learn so much from them. So I'm going to give the microphone back to Albert, and he's going to introduce more VIPs for us.
They're being introduced, but nevertheless, we're going to give a few of them an opportunity to say something about FCSN. They know about us, their funding agencies, their school board people, and so on and so forth. First, I want to ask Javier, would you come up? And yes, you! Javier is the Executive Director of San Andreas Regional Center, which is in charge of this area, who funds our programs.
You changed the order on me.
Yes.
And I think earlier I was given the title of bread and butter. I think I might want that on my card, Lourdes, of the agency. And hopefully you had a chance to taste the tea. Really good and really, really promising. But Friends of Children with Special Needs really is the American dream. And many people often forget that the American dream starts with a little vision, and that vision grows and grows. And as partnerships grow, as the vision grows, as the opportunities grow, you end up having a center like this that really illustrates the lifespan here. And what FCSN, one of the speakers earlier mentioned, a lot of the programs, often when you come to see me, I live in a world of can't. Sorry, Anna, you can't do that. Sorry, Albert, you can't do that. And Sylvia, you definitely cannot do that. So to be in a center of can, and to look at the entire lifespan is so gratifying. And a lot of times when we are working with legislators and other people, we always remind them there is a starting point and an end point and everything in between. And the more we can do to create community, the better off we are as a community. And for the FCSN, 20 years going in and seeing a lot of the people they brought along, siblings and neighbors and many other people that support the program, seeing them grow up as they ultimately achieve the mission there on the wall of providing programming with love and respect, individual choices and hope. it really is a testament to what can be done. So on behalf of San Andreas Regional Center, on behalf of the Cantman, congratulations on what you pulled off. Congratulations, and hopefully some of you that may be driving into work, before you hit Starbucks, you're gonna hit the Friends Cafe here outside and enjoy some of the treats, coffees, and other merchandise. So a big congratulations. You give them a round of applause. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, but Javier, I want you to be the can man. You know, yes I can, yes we can. Remember 2008? Yes we can. Next, I'd like to ask Mr. David Grady to speak to us a few words. State Council on Developmental Disability, Regional Manager. How big is your region? Tell us.
I think we parallel Chile. We go from Santa Clara County all the way down to Ventura and the whole coast. And we're spread a little thin, but today is really important to be here and congratulate FCSN. As Javier pointed out, it is a difficult service. The developmental service system is very difficult. The metaphor I use is like pushing water uphill. And you know, when you push water uphill, very little water gets to the top and you end up very, very wet. So we therefore need to really take time and congratulate the board of directors who are able to put a vision into a reality, the executive team and staff who are able to work with the city, state, the county to get the licenses, the permits, and the funding. We also want to honor the staff who work so hard with those with the developmental disability. And most importantly, we want to honor the individuals who work here and their families who demonstrate over and over and over that the measure of success is by our capabilities. So when you are able to push water up a hill with a little class and dignity, I call that a fountain. And I think what we have here is a true fountain, a fountain of love, respect, service, and choices and inclusion. So congratulations, FCSN.
Thank you, David. Next, we have Ms. Grace Ma, Board of Trustees of the Santa Clara Board of Education. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Oh, okay. And so I'm on the Santa Clara County School Board. We have a County Office of Education, which oversees a lot of the work that is done in the 31 districts in this county. We have a very large special education department, and we serve children all over the county with disabilities, medically fragile kids, all kinds of children who are special. And so that's the thing that I'm so honored to be here today, is to be able to congratulate you and honor all of the dreams that are coming true, that the dream community has built, first in Fremont, but now here, and all of that potential of the work that's been done in Fremont that will be brought here is going to so much enrich the community in the area. I just want to also say that it's very inspiring to see all the families that have been able to benefit and to volunteer and to work and build this community, and to thank again the board members, the project leads, the construction, and everyone else who put this all together for such an inspiring facility. And I know that there's going to be years more of dreams that will be coming true for a lot of people.
Thank you, Grace. Little tidbits about Grace that I first met her actually long before she ran for County Board of Education. She was the advocate, I think, in my mind, and probably troublemaker in some other people's mind, trying to establish a Mandarin immersion program in Palo Alto Unified School District. And took many, many years for that to happen. By then her children were older and did not participate. But I think that parallels FCSN. You established a new program that'll benefit many, many children in generations to come. And thank you very much for doing that. Before I introduce the last and certainly not the least guest speaker, I want to introduce another friend I forgot, because when you become my friend, I forgot I'm supposed to introduce you. And my long-term friend Ben Liao was on the Cupertino Union School District. Yes, as board member of FCSN. Now, certainly last but not least is Director General Ma of the Taipei Economic Culture Office here in San Francisco. That's representative of the government of Taiwan in the area, Director General.
Thank you, Albert and Sylvia. Chairman Hu and President Wang, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Great, great. I'm so honored to be here today at the grand opening of the South Bay Center of FCSN. It's great to see so many people here to support the wonderful work FCSN has done and will continue doing in South Bay. 10 years ago, FCSN opened its first Dream Center in Fremont. Since then, it has played a very important role in our Bay Area community for special needs, the children, adults, and their families. Not only has it provided around-the-clock services for special needs individuals from toddlers to seniors, but its programs have also helped special needs children become independent and self-sustaining through teaching them special skills that they can make a living from. The wide range of services that the FCSN platform supports and offers has made the Dream Center a huge success. After a long 3 years of preparation, FCSN has now successfully built its second Dream Center here in San Jose to continue helping those with special needs across the Bay Area. I could not be more proud of the work the FCSN has done, and I'm also confident that the new center will be as successful as the first one. Once again, on behalf of my office, the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in San Francisco, I would like to express our utmost respect to all those who have contributed and helped to make this dream come true. And I wish all success to the new center in the future. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much. One more person I have to introduce, otherwise I'll have you in trouble tonight. That is my wife, Anna, who is Vice President of FCSN. A truly inspiring mother of a son with special needs. So, anyway, thank you. I'll hand this back to Sylvia.
So before we end today, I want to really give big thanks to our South Bay team. So first of all, I want to introduce Vivian Chang, who is our Program Director for Adult Day Program. And her team, we have all wonderful staff, our Program Director Paul, Annabelle, and her staff. So let's thank them for that. And I also want to thank Nima for, Neiman, I have two, yeah. So I want to thank him for lead our percussion team. It was incredible, it's just so good. Thank you so much, Nima. All right, so I also want to introduce our local program director, Sherry Meng. She runs the children program. And for today, you probably have tasted the food and also the drink. The drink is made by So Do I Coffee. They donate 5 tanks of coffee, and it's excellent coffee. They blew organic coffee beans, and so we thank So Do I for that. And another person I want to introduce is Krista. And Rosina left already. Today the food is the team of volunteers. They help with the sandwich cookies made by some of the staff as well. So we want to thank them for that. And for the ribbon cutting, all the decoration, this our admin team, they are incredible. They have done so much days and nights working on that. So most important, I want to thank everyone for coming. This is such a big day for us. This 21 years, and we're not done yet. We'll continue to do that. We had an open house at Fremont for parents, And then I say we're going to continue doing it for 200 years. So we're just, we are just a kindergarten right now. So we'll continue our journey to serve the consumers or the individuals with special needs. They are our teachers, and I just cannot say enough. They are our bliss from God that to put them among us, that make us our life meaningful for that. So I want to say, you see there's more food, so wait for you to eat, and the coffee, excellent coffee. And we also have take-home gift for you. So our staff going to be standing at the corner. Before you go home, please make sure you take a bag from this. This is made by our volunteers. All the organic cookies, no preserve. It's really good, so you want to eat it, before you're too old. All right, so this is for you. Don't wait for 200 years. So it's for you, and we will continue the tours. Sherry and they're with the tour guide. Please make sure you go with them. We have Photoshop by Vivian, Wei Wei, Nayeli, and Nu. So there's a photo place. Please take photos. So they make a lot of props for you. It's really fun. All right. So before I end the day, I'm going to give the microphone back to Dr. Hu. So we're going to close the ceremony. I'm sorry, not you good. Yeah. I'm sorry because my another pal, Sylvia, she wants to say something. This is from Cheyenne.
Okay, sorry about that. Remember we had said we had no proclamation, but we have something that just walked in from Cheyenne Circle. Lisa, you want to explain it?
Hi, I'm Lisa Wong from Cheyenne Programs Co-Chair. Every year we do a community service project with the kids from FCSN, and I want to let you know this was a special project that we all did together. The kids made this, and they made the balloons, and it's especially for the grand opening. Sherry.
Before, I just have so many things, I have short-term memory loss. Before I give the microphone to Dr. Hu, another person we really want to thank is the construction team, and that's is Danny Chen, Acon. Where's Danny? Oh, hi Danny, thank you so much. You made this happen. Every day when I come, I say, Danny, when you get it done? I need to get it, get permit on that. Thank you, Danny. All right, so now Rio, your turn.
All right. Just want to say again that our vision is to build a community for children and adults with special need, and you are such an important part of the community. We thank you, and we look forward to continue the dream with you.
would say this is a very good opportunity for us because of this platform, and we gathered here. The most important thing is we families actually benefit from this program. Like, we know each other, and most of them, before we join here, we keep seeking for such kind of places like we can work together. And fortunately, we find here, so make friends here, we support each other. I think that's very important.